Welcome everyone. Viewing my first Akiya in Japan, an English Vera 2-year anniversary special. The following footage is from exactly 2 years ago.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm kind of excited because I'm going out to view my first Akiya, or unoccupied house, that people have listed through the local municipal government. It took a while, but I finally contacted the man in charge of that house. I met him last week. He agreed to take me out today and look at the property. So I'm going to take my camera out there. I'm going to view it. It's selling for about 1.2 million yen, which is around $10,000. It's a very low price, but it looks very traditional, and I'm hoping to get some good pictures. He told me to wear some long pants because there's a lot of grass. I did see pictures of that area, and around the house there's a lot of land and the grass has grown up a lot. There's no telling what it looks like now because the pictures I saw are not very recent. They were from many months ago. It's possible that it's much worse now. I have no idea what the actual condition is. He doesn't say a lot of positive things about it. He thinks it's a waste of my time, but I really want to check it out and see if it might be something I'm interested in getting. This is like step 2, you could say, in my path to getting an Akiya, or unoccupied traditional house in Japan. I've got to go get on my bike and ride down there in just a few minutes, and very soon I'll have some nice pictures and video. See you later.
Alright. What you just saw was me exactly 2 years ago, getting ready to go out, meet the agent, and head out. Right now you can see this is the Toyosaka or Higashi Hiroshima countryside. This is the very first footage that I ever shot of this house in person. The kominka wound up being much older than I thought, and it was a much bigger property than I had originally expected. Of course you can see, and you'll see even more grass, it's quite overgrown. There are 2 men with me. One is the agent and another is a friend of his. Originally I thought that the guy right in front of me there, right by the well, the shallow well, the basin, I thought he was the owner, but he's not. There you can see all the grass and the abandoned car. This is the backyard. So if you, in the urinal, so nice. It's pretty amazing, right? The backyard, what a big difference it is now. All of that's gone. You can see how it was basically impossible to walk over to the bathhouse
There's like a tub
without fear of
Yeah,
getting bit by a snake. But this is the Genkan, and you can see that originally these rooms were predominantly empty. All of the stuff in the house came from that back room. So this is the bathroom, what is now my bathroom. It has the old chest in it and all of those items. This is the view from the doma into the rest of the house. This is standing in the irori room, and you can just see kind of the layout, how open it is. Whenever you take out the Fusuma shoji doors, it's just really wide open. This is what the kitchen used to look like before, when it was all messed up and trashy. Of course, this is the cupboard that Glenn helped me clean out. You can see how packed full it was. Looking back now, I'm amazed that I actually walked on this floor without falling through it, but it was very crunchy. I guess I just got lucky. There's the old original 1995 calendar that I actually left on the wall. It's still hanging there. This is the beginning of the Engawa that wraps around the house, but there were some bookshelves and stuff in the way, so we couldn't walk all the way around. The tube TV and the stand is still here, by the way. It works, and I play Super Famicom on it. I was just kind of quickly scrolling around. I feel like this video goes by a little fast. I'm not hovering on things for very long. I just wanted to make sure that I captured as much as I could because I didn't want to take up a lot of the agent's time, and I knew that they weren't going to be there for a long time. So I couldn't just slowly pan around and get a lot of nice slow shots and detailed shots of everything. There's the Mount Fuji wooden decoration between the bedroom and the Butsudan room. It's very nice. And I like I was saying, I do apologize for moving the camera around very quickly, or if it's a little shaky. I didn't have the luxury of time. So, nice view through the window. You can see right here how the Engawa was just packed full in this corner. It was impossible to walk around this way. There were tons of boxes and trash in the corner. And some bookshelves. This bookshelf and these books are still there, but the one to the right is gone. Now you can walk all the way through and it's not blocked anymore. And of course that room is emptied out. It's just a few chests now, and the floor is bare. The tatami is gone. Here's the Butsudan room. If you notice, there are some statues sitting in the corner over there beneath the scrolls. There's the Butsudan itself. But those statuettes were taken, unfortunately, whenever I bought the house. There were some of the few things that they took before I claimed the house and moved in. The inside view of the backyard and the guest house Kura. Look how messy and messed up it is out there. Look at all that grass. It's ungodly, right? I can't imagine it being like that nowadays. You know, it's hard for me to think back to when it was like that before. I love some of the detailed woodwork in the house, like these vents. Yeah, this is the backyard. That was the bathhouse. Look at that. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You can't even see the wall. At one point, I didn't even know there was a wall there. I just thought it was bushes and trees and grass, you know. Absolutely insane. That goes into the doma and the bathroom. And of course, there's the kitchen and there. The kind of breakfast nook bay window area in the front of the house with the old tree, the one that Jake cut down recently. And that's the back left corner of the house. There's the back right corner of the house. Look how overgrown all of this is. It's like a jungle, right? It's absolutely insane. You can see the really massive pieces. You see those big, huge, massive mounds of grass? It was so difficult pulling those up. They were like cannonballs of dirt. And trying to pull them out was amazing. I was awed by these huge logs that they used to frame up the house. And like Michael said recently, how did they even get those up there? It's a good question. At this point, the video stops and it goes over to the Kura. Yeah, so messy out here. It's so much better now. Because I went in the guest house Kura without my camera on, and I fell down and I hurt myself. Hurt my hands and my knees. But after that little escapade, we went into the big Kura next to the abandoned car. And whenever I went in there to look around, I can't remember what this is. Like, yeah, it's like a machine, some kind of old machine. The other two guys actually went upstairs. I was surprised that the old guy went up there. But I thought, well, if they go up there, I guess I have to. It seemed a little questionable, but I wanted to see what might be up there. So I went ahead and went up. I did a little slow shot here because I didn't go in there and walk around. I was a little too fearful of the floor giving way beneath me. So that's the only real shot that you get. So I'll put it in slow motion for you. And then I slowly went back down these stairs and the spongy wooden plank ramp there to get back down to the first floor. This first floor is dirt. It's all dirt and mud. No concrete on the bottom floor of this Kura. And it has all earth walls too. But the roof of this is tile. Not the thatched roof with metal like my kominka. I tried to see if I could go out this way, but it was just too grown up and questionable. You can see all the stuff that fell down on top of the car there, all the debris. Everything you see here used to be part of a covering that covered up this whole area between the house and the Kura. It all ripped and fell down, so all the pieces were just scattered everywhere. Look at this old Mazda Luce. It's so amazing now looking at this footage, and I mean, take a look at this. I think, yeah, slow motion shot of the woodwork up there. But looking at that right there, that's so amazing, isn't it? Huge change between back then and right now. Absolutely amazing stuff. The old water basin with the pump sitting on top. Little bitty tiny door. It comes up to like my chest. Of course, these doors are much bigger. Gates were closed at that time, and this door was open, but I've since boarded that up. Grass, there's so much grass, there's even huge mounds of grass growing right in the little driveway there. Front of the house still had lots of shrubbery and trees and stuff growing. Couldn't walk around that way, it was all grown up. At this time you can see that tree right in front of the house was still blooming. So 2 years ago it was still alive, but it passed away, unfortunately. So Jake cut it down for me. Yeah, this was it. This was my first visit at the house. And I actually walked around to my neighbor's. This was back when it still had this stuff growing on the Kura. I walked around to my neighbor's driveway here just to get a kind of a shot of the backyard and the side and back of the house. All these stones are still sitting there. I gotta figure out what I want to do with them. But the layout really hasn't changed too much. The surrounding area, they come out sometimes, cut the grass, tend to the rice field, etc. Tend to the flowers. My neighbor loves the flowers. This is the shot of my backyard. It's you can just barely see the tops of the Kura, the house, and the sheds. My neighbor loves her flowers, so she's even got them blooming out right now. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I shot this exactly 2 years ago, my first ever visit to this Akiya, and at the time I didn't know if I was going to buy it or not, but I really liked it. I fell in love with it, and it turns out that I did get it for just a couple $1,000s. Yeah, and if you're interested in that, I'll put that in another video for you. But thank you for following me for over a year now. All of those who've subscribed to me for a long time, I really appreciate it. But if you're new, please remember to subscribe. John